Alright, yo, people. Jeff here with part two of the subscriber question. Today we're going to talk about your circle of influence, or the people that you keep in your circle and how they influence you. But before we go any further, I just want to encourage you at this time to please subscribe. I noticed about half the persons who are interacting with the videos are unsubscribed. It will really help out the channel if you subscribe and comment and like. Alright, so we're just gonna dive straight in. So the subscriber asks, does your environment directly influence your level of success? Like the people that you interact with the most? And I would say wholeheartedly, yes. I don't know if how many of you would have ever heard this statement, but you are the total of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And I have found that to be true. The people that are directly, that you are directly interacting with and spending most time with will consciously or subconsciously have an impact on your mindset and what you perceive to be possible, depending on where their mind is at and where they are in life. So it's very important to choose who your circle is. Be very selective. So pretty much the persons in your circle, with the level that they are on mentally will be the level you will rise or fall to. So that's why one of the pieces of advice that you will normally hear when it comes to persons who are more successful or have attained a certain level of progress in life, they would tend to tell you select people who are further than you or who are where you want to be. And what I have found that does is it causes kind of like a cognitive dissonance. It has a psychological term meaning where you are mentally or where you would aspire to be mentally and where you are now, they don't align, and so it causes a level of discomfort that forces you to act to get where you aspire to be and where you are more on a level playing field. And it also has to do with like beliefs. When something you believe versus how you may be behaving or interpreting situations don't align, and it causes a level of discomfort within you. Right? So cognitive dissonance can also be used to help you improve in life and to attain the goals that you seek to achieve. So align yourself with people who are more successful than you, who will challenge you to push yourself harder, to think deeper, and to work longer, basically. So to figure out if your circle is currently, serving you in the best possible way, you have to find out where you're going. Again, we talked about goals many times by now. So you should have some idea of where it is you want to go in life. And then that will help you to determine whether the circle that you are currently aligned with will help you to achieve those goals. So for instance, I have 5 persons that I can think of right now who I interact with the most, and I can say positively that they influence me to become better. These are people that I can go to. These are 5 mentors, actually. 5 mentors. These are my mentors. And they're in different areas of business. So whenever I'm thinking of, making a certain move or brainstorming, I know 5 people who I can contact with and have a conversation, who I perceive to be on a higher playing field than me, success or business wise, or have a deeper level of knowledge or understanding within a certain subject area. So it could be accounting, it could be law, it could be management of facilities, doesn't matter. Any person that you would like to learn from, or they have an area of expertise that you can directly benefit from by asking them questions, or indirectly benefit from by simply, conversing or spending time with them. You will pick up things from people, watching how people move, how they make decisions, how they behave within a certain environment. You'll be able to pick up things consciously and subconsciously. So that's why I think it is most influential. And then you'll be able to tell if your circle is aligned. If you are able to go to someone and have a discussion that will be able to get you the answers that you desire, or at least somebody who can point you in the right direction or give you critique on your current mindset or behaviors, to make sure that you are being honest with yourself. That's another question that I had was asked before: how to be honest with yourself. The people who you are surrounded by can also influence that. If you have a level of comfort with somebody, if they're seeing you do something that can be detrimental to your long-term success in life, and they are willing to tell you it even at the expense of you becoming upset, that is somebody you want to keep around you. And not many people are willing to tell you the truth for fear of upsetting you, or simply just it's not their problem personally. So if you find somebody that's going out of their way to tell you the truth, that is somebody you need to keep close to you. There's another quote on that the truth is an expensive gift, and that's true. Yeah, right. And then reassessing and adjusting. This is something that you should do periodically. So over time, you should always sit down, think about the persons who you interact with the most. Is this person's mindset a positive one? Do they influence your life in a positive way? Is this somebody you can speak to? Is this somebody who just gives you encouraging words? Or is this somebody who may drop negative remarks, or they have a negative outlook on life? Or there are some people in your life that are just neutral, who just simply, to be quite honest, taking up space. So it might seem like nothing to you. This person doesn't add value to your life, or they neither subtract value from your life. But in actuality, what they are doing is taking up mental space. So that's like carrying, not in the literal sense, but carrying around baggage that may weigh you down in certain areas, whether it's spending time being idle, where there's nothing wrong with leisure time, that's different. But spending time or taking up too much time in activities that don't add any value. I remember when I was younger, I had a friend who would just pop up out of nowhere and want to spend hours on end, like doing nothing, just chilling. I didn't have a problem with that, but sometimes it would be the case where I had plans for the day, and then they would pop up and those plans would be squashed. So, and when I'm talking young, like 14, 15. So I don't think I would have known any better then. But I always used to remember getting this feeling like, this is kind of like slowing me down, or taking me off my path for what I had planned for that day. And it's only as time went on and I got older, it felt like it was becoming more of a burden. So then that it moved from being a neutral point to actually taking away value from my life. And then eventually, I had to realize that this relationship is not serving me, and it is taking more from me than helping me. And those are the sort of decisions you're going to have to make. Is this person adding value to my life, or are they taking value from your life? And if they're neutral, what level of contact will you have with them? Don't be afraid to, scrutinize your relationships. There's nothing wrong with that. If it is that, you may have a close relationship with somebody because of shared history, that's something different. It doesn't necessarily mean that you no longer value them, but maybe because of the next stage in life that you're trying to get to, you may want to reevaluate the level of time spent, or the frequency. So you can actually allot different spaces for different relationships. If this person, our energies are aligned, our goals are aligned, we take things mentally to a deeper level every time we get together, then that might be somebody who you can interact with a little more. And then if you find other persons who may have a negative outlook on life, who may speak down on any dreams, goals, or aspirations that you speak about, then you definitely want to decrease the amount of time that you spend with those persons, because they can sow little seeds in your mind that will make you second guess yourself. I mean, really and truly, you need to be confident and taking positive action towards your goals. Well, I hope that answered your question. Please feel free to like, comment, and share. And looking forward to more subscriber questions. I'm really enjoying this. Thanks again.